Hello and welcome to my creative space. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Welcome to another DIY video. In today's video, I have some spring DIYs. I hope you love them, so let's jump right in. For this project, I will be using 2 packs of these craft ornament flowers from Dollar Tree, as well as a wooden scrap. I show you this, but I do end up switching it, and then I'm going to use some pink, white paint and green as well. Next, I'm going to be using some spackling from Dollar Tree and a popsicle stick, and I'm going to cover up each hole in these flowers. I'm not using these as ornaments or anything that would need a hole, so we are going to cover it up. So by the end, when we're done with this project, it looks a lot nicer. Now, each pack of these flowers comes with 5 flowers. I had 2 packs because I originally wanted to put some wording on it. I wanted them to say spring. However, I ran out of time and I did not have time to apply the wording on it or actually cut it. So that's the whole reason behind this. But if you don't need all 6 flowers, then use 1 pack. Or if you need more flowers, then use both packs. It's up to you. These are just ideas. And now that all the flowers are good to go, I mix a bunch of greens because I did not have the green I liked. And I still don't love this green, but we're going to roll with it. I got tired of trying to make the color I wanted. I really wanted, I think it's called Sage from Waverly, but here we are. This is the color I got and we're working with it. Now I'm grabbing my handy dandy Hippie Crafter heat gun, and we are going to help these dry a little bit faster. It definitely works. I love doing this now. My projects move along a little bit faster because of this. And if you're looking for information on it, it's in my description box. Check it out. Absolutely love it. Now, once they are completely dry, it's time to flip them over and paint the other side. We want to paint front and back. So here they are all finished. Well, the leaves and stamps are finished. Now we got to move on to the flowers, which for that I'm going to be using this chalk paint and in the color pink, and I choose pink. You can choose whatever color you want. I'm going to be doing different shades of pink. Now the base of this pinks is going to be this chalk paint. If you're looking for information on the color, check it down below in the description box. Don't forget the edges because they're very important once you make these flowers stand. So paint whatever color you want. On the next flower, I added a little bit of this acrylic pink paint. I'm using this one because it's what I had, and thanks to Hippie Crafters that sent me a pack, I had this one, thank God. Now I mixed it and I paint the next flower. Then I added this brown paint from Hippie Crafters as well. It's in the same box. I think it's a pack of 20 and you get a bunch of colors, and so I grabbed that brown from there, added it to that already pink mixture, and it created this beautiful rose pink color. I love it. Then I started adding either more brown or more pink to make it a little bit darker. Now I started also placing them on top of a floral foam to help them stand and be able to paint both sides at once. And then after that, I used my Hippie Crafters heat gun to help them dry. And then once they were all done, they look like this. How cute are these flowers? I absolutely love them. I love the range of pinks. Let me know what you think. Now here is where you would be placing the wording before you glue them down. Since I didn't have time, we're moving on to gluing them onto our wooden piece. Like I said at the beginning, I show you that other sign from Dollar Tree that you can definitely use painting whatever color you want, but I really wanted to use this brown one. I think it goes better with it, and it was already stained. It saved me some time, so there is that. So what I use to glue these flowers down, it's little beads I had. It's wooden beads from Dollar Tree. I picked the smallest ones, well, not the smallest, but some that could fit behind the flowers without showing, and I glued 2 together, and then I started gluing my flowers there. You can see I add some glue to the flower, to the wood, and then I add the 2 beads that I already glued together, and then kind of held it there for a little bit. And then once you release it, it stands. It's perfect, so easy to do. So here we are finishing up our very last one, and then we're going to be doing one more step just because it bothered me when it showed that those beads are lighter than the flowers. So what I do is go back with the same green color and a brush and just paint those beads very carefully because they are already glued on there. You don't want this to get on the wood. And that is all for this project. It was so easy to do. I wish I would have put the wording on it because it would have made it a lot better. I might go back and do it, but anyways, now let's take a look at the end result. Creative Squad, thank you so much for joining me on another video. This is your friendly reminder that I am on Instagram and TikTok, so follow me there for extra content. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Wendy and I love sharing my creative space with you. If you are not subscribed already, then hit the subscribe button before you leave. I have more DIYs, don't you worry about that. So I know we're here for that. Let's jump back into the video. For my next project, I'm going to be using the following items from Dollar Tree: this box, this water can metal sign, as well as these little knobs. Well, these ones are actually from Hobby Lobby. And then last thing from Dollar Tree is going to be some greenery, some floral foam, and some green moss. What I'm going to do first is take my box and the little knobs. This comes in a pack of 6 and I'm going to need 4 of them. Now, if you need information on what they are and sizes and all that, check my description box. Next, I'm going to take my drill and I'm going to be drilling holes in there, 1 on each corner. I did not mark them. I kind of just wing it and I think it looks good. So we're going to finish that up. Once we have all the 4 holes, we are going to start gluing our little knobs into there. These are going to be the little new legs of our box. This project is so cute. I wish it was a little bit bigger and I had bigger knobs so we could do this, because I just think it will look so good. Now, I have to say that this project went a little bit south, but I think at the end I recovered it. You'll see throughout this video what happens. But so we're going to continue gluing this. You could even use wood glue if you want to. I don't see the need for that. I think they'll be just fine with glue. Now, I'm using this tiny little glue gun because I ran out of my thicker glue for my other glue gun. And I want to say I do miss it. I need to buy some more glue. Anyways, going back to this project, you can see here that you will see the knobs come through it a little bit, but it's fine because we're going to cover it up with some floral foam, as you can see now. Okay, so you can save some time. Please glue down your floral foam before you do anything else, because this is where everything went wrong. And then also the water can right there to your right. I originally wanted to paint the flowers, but ignore it as well because I changed my mind. It's gonna look better without that paint on it. Trust the process, okay? So once you glue down your floral foam and your green moss, now we are going to start adding our greenery on there. I love these flowers from Dollar Tree. I said it many times, they're my favorite. So I grab 1 bouquet, I cut them individually, and I start placing them there. Now we are going to grab our water can and these wooden rounds. We're going to glue them sideways so our water can looks like it's watering this plant. So you see where I'm going. Then we are going to glue the bottom of these wooden rounds to the floral foam. Ignore everything that is going on. This is why I said do what I said, and so you don't have to do all of this I'm doing to try to recover this project. Then we're gonna have to hold it there for a little bit just because it's a little heavy and we want to make sure that the glue is dry before we release the wooden dowels. But then once you are done, it should look like this. Then all that's left now is to add all the beautiful flowers. Pick your flowers. I choose these ones because again they're my favorite, but feel free to put whatever flowers you want on it. And that is honestly all for this project. I think it was a learning curve going through this project, but at the end I think it looks so cute. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now let's take a look at the end result. For this project, I'm going to be using these laser cutouts from Dollar Tree in the shape of a flower. This around I had laying around. It's a sign that I had for like 2 years. And then I'm going to use this candle holder. You know the drill. Now what I'm going to do first is of course remove everything off the back of this sign. And we are going to be using a screwdriver to remove the staples. And then we're going to remove all the stickers. And then it has that piece of whatever that was. I think it was like a stake or something, and it broke, and here we are. We're gonna remove it. Then what we're gonna do is take my sanding machine and we are going to start sanding both sides. I tried to remove the sticker off of this, but you are left with this on it, and I was like, I knew that wasn't gonna go well with the paint, so that's when I decided to bring my sanding machine and I started sanding it. Now I didn't remove this 100%. just because it was sending down weird and I didn't want to mess it up, so I kind of tried to remove as much as I could, but it ends up looking like this. Next, we are going to grab the flowers and the same pink paint I used on my first project, and we are going to paint the flowers all the same color. Feel free to paint in different colors, multiple colors. It is definitely your decision. I'm going with pink because I already had it, and why not use it? Now that they are all done, I'm using my Hebe crafter to help them dry so I can flip them over and paint the other side. So here they are. I pushed them to the side and then I just started drying them. It's a really easy project to do and really easy to move along. Now the next step is to grab our wooden round and some black paint, and here it is all painted. As you can see, the candlestick was already black, so we need this top to be black. However, I think I wish it was white, or at least any other like spring color, like I don't know, maybe yellow, maybe pink, I don't know. It's up to you what color you want to do it, but I definitely think that a lighter color will look better, especially with the color of the flowers. But we're gonna roll with the flow, and we are going to glue our flowers down along the side of this circle. And I'm using hot glue for this. I will say it is not strong enough for me. Some of them were falling off when I was adding stuff to them, so keep that in mind. You might want to staple them maybe. I feel like stapling them will be a lot more better. But I don't have a stapler, so I'm just throwing ideas out. And then here is what this looks like once it's all completed. You could leave it as a tray. You don't have to do the next step, but I think it makes a difference. We're going to glue our candle holder to the bottom of it so we can make it into a tray, and then you can use it to decorate for spring, whatever you want to do. You could add treats, you could add flowers, which is what I'm gonna do. Here is what this tray looks like. See, as you can see, some of the flowers were coming off. I'm not even gonna lie. And then I'm gonna place some random flowers I had laying around. I do white because I think it pops with the colors I choose, and then I'm just gonna add some random other flowers. And that is all for this project. It was so easy to do, and again, you can use this tray for whatever you want. You could add treats, flowers, Easter eggs, bunny, I don't know, whatever you want to do. I love how this project turned out. It was so easy to do. Let me know what you think. Let's jump into the end result. For the next project, I'm going to be using this wooden pieces from Dollar Tree. I'm also going to be using some greenery, floral foam, moss, and some stain. What I'm going to do first, and I'm sorry, I thought I was recording, is glue the 4 pieces together. I used those square beads from Dollar Tree to hold them in place. Now, I will say when you do your floral foam, measure it before you start gluing things. You can find a bottom for this. You could do cardboard, you could do some kind of like foam board to cover up the bottom. I didn't have any of that, and honestly, I think that using the same floral foam is going to be our best bet. Glue 4 beads at the bottom to hold your box together, then glue the floral foam on there, and then add 4 more beads, and that would compress, or I guess keep the floral foam from falling off. And then you end up with this, and you no longer need a bottom anymore because you already have that floral foam there. I hope that makes sense. Then I'm gonna grab my Waverly antique wax, and I'm going to stain this adorable box and our other wooden plank right there laying down. We will also stain that one because we want this to be cohesive and look like one whole piece. So I use a paper towel, and I added some water, kind of damp it, and then I added the antique wax, and it's so easy to do. You move a lot faster. I've seen some people use baby wipes. I don't have baby wipes. I use these and it works great. Now that you have your 2 pieces together, it's time to glue on front piece, which is this wooden plank. I add some hot glue. Be sure you measure it before you add the glue, because as you can see, I didn't, and the top glue was like just showing. It wasn't even like gluing the box together, so I kind of had to wipe it off. Thank God I realized that. And then once you were done with that, all that's left is to add some green moss, and we are going to add some flowers. And this project was so easy to do. You can even find a box already made and just, add some flowers if you wanted to. I just think this project was super easy and turns out so cute. I hope you love it. You could even throw in there some Easter stuff like eggs or a bunny, whatever you want, and then help it transition to just spring when Easter's over, or even summer. But that is all for this project. I love how easy it is. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's take a look at the end result, and here it is. Creative Squad, if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. If you are not subscribed to my channel, then don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I do post new videos every week, so be on the lookout. Also check out my community tab for any announcements, questions, or anything. Go there to get information. And then if you are looking for more inspiration, be sure to check out one of these videos. I will see you on my next DIY. Bye.